morning. Welcome back, or afternoon, or evening, or wherever you are. Welcome back to Tap and Girl, Tap It Into You. I've got Melissa with me again today. We have been laughing and giggling so hard. That's why we're late. Okay. First of all, I have to laugh because I was just told I had to be quiet. Well, that worked for about 10 seconds, didn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so today we are going to be talking about giving and receiving. Okay, but first what I'd like to do is thank my sponsors, Nobleville Trophies and
Yeah.
oh my God, it's even in front of me on the thing. Logan Street Signs and Banners and the amazing, fabulous Jim Wofford, who does all these. If you saw the cables in here, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And I understand there's more cables. So I wanted to thank them. It's through their goodness, generosity, technical, and everything else that we are here with you today to teach you this tapping technique so that you can learn to release stress and anxiety from your body and mind. What I want to do next is I want Melissa to tell you who she is, how to find her, what she does, fun stuff.
Melissa Mitchell. My friend Stephanie Green and I have an awesome Facebook page, not fake book.
It's not fake
Facebook page, Living Life on Purpose.
Yeah, like fake news.
Living Life on Purpose, where that's pretty much what we're doing. We're just actively and consciously making decisions for our lives to be what we want it to be.
Yeah, so you just have fun stuff on there about how you come to awarenesses.
Yes, videos, blogs, comments. Please come join the conversation.
Okay, cool. This is also the first time we're doing this wireless mic thing, so this is pretty fun. Okay, want to also let you know, my name's Colette Liose. I do go by TAPNGRL, and that there are different ways to contact me, and one of those is by dialing 717-TAPNGRL. Okay. Also, let's see. Facebook, I'm Tapping Girl, Tapping Into You. And then there is also, I'm trying to stretch this out, my website. And we're going to show you what that looks like real fast. It's really cool. I love my colors. They're green and pink, the same thing I do pretty much in my life. And it's so amazing how many things are coming up in that teal. It's like everywhere I go, I see it. Well, that's also law of attraction. Law of attraction is always in action. So the more I'm seeing it, the more I'm going to see it. The more I see it, the more I'm going to see it. Okay, so tapping. What is this crazy tapping thing? Tapping. This crazy tapping thing is basically acupuncture without the needles. Okay, you know how to turn down the volume. You know we're all like off the cuff here, okay? This crazy tapping thing is acupuncture without the needles. In other words, what we're doing is we are directing it at a negative emotion, a negative experience, a feeling in the body, a pain, something we're having an issue with, okay? And we're doing this crazy tapping on meridian endpoints on the face and on the body so that we are actually dispensing the negativity from our body and mind. What that does is it actually enables us to have better feeling thoughts, okay? Yes. There's an actual way that our brain and body work together. I'm going to give you the really quick synopsis. There's a thing in our brain called the amygdala. Yep. The amygdala fires up when we're in stress. What happens is when we think thoughts, chemicals are made in the brain, those chemicals cascade into the body, okay? Now the body thinks as mind. And from you thinking the thoughts that you've thought for years and years and years, your body now thinks as mind. In other words, you can have an emotional reaction to something before you're even aware you had the thought. Ooh, every time I say that, I get like a big wow. That is really a wow.
It really is.
Okay? And I even said to someone a few weeks ago, I said, are your thoughts thinking you or are you thinking your thoughts? Because most of us, especially by the time we're at my age, we just are thinking thoughts, the same ones we thought yesterday. So everything you've got in your life, okay, you practiced your way to in thought. Yes. You were taught ways of living and thinking. Yes. Okay? Doesn't mean they were right, people. Right. Okay? And I tell people all the time, the way you're going to get to the life experience of what you want, same way. Practice. Yes. Okay? So when you are at first doing positive affirmations, and I put the word positive in there because there's even a little confusion with people. I have people come and sit down to do a session with me and go, well, I'm starting to believe law of attraction. I'm just now starting to use law of attraction. And I go, well, no, wait. You've been using it your whole entire life. Yes. You just weren't being deliberate.
Exactly.
Okay, because there's a difference. The law of attraction, just like the law of gravity, is a universal law. Just like the law of repetition. Okay, that the law of repetition says the thing I'm repeating over and over and over, I will get.
Yes.
I will impress the brain. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can explain to you about neural bundles, neural pathways, how your brain works, and all those things. But what the tapping actually does is it actually calms down that amygdala, so that now blood from the stress response that went to my arms and legs, okay,
To
so
get
I
away.
can run away,
Right.
okay, has left my brain. What happens with the tapping, by calming the amygdala, I actually allow blood back into the brain, and as I say over and over, when we're trying to think rationally,
Yes.
figure things out, blood to the brain is just a really, really good idea.
It really is.
Okay. I want to also let you know that if you go to YouTube and you search TAPNGRL, a playlist will come up that Jim has created where all of my shows are right there. Yeah.
I'm pumped now.
So you can go and watch any of the shows. I've done shows about showing kids how to tap, what is tapping, I mean, all kinds of issues and stuff. I'm thinking in May that we already have the dates, that what we're going to actually do is we're going to tap and talk pain. Pain in the body,
Yes.
how to move it.
Yes.
Okay? I got to tell you a couple really cool things that have happened before we get into the giving and receiving. First thing is, the other day, and I'm not going to tell you where yet because I'm still growing my business, so I actually was able to go to a senior living community. Okay? I've had a dream of teaching this to seniors older than myself and older, okay? Because a lot of the aches and pains we have, we just don't have to live with.
Right.
Okay? Now, I actually was teaching this, and one of the things that was going on was there was a lady there, and she was telling me that 3 years ago she went on a cruise, got a virus, and her legs have really not worked the same since.
Oh.
She was probably in her 80s. She uses a walker. She feels pretty unsteady,
Yeah.
not safe and secure. Now, tapping can create 1-minute miracles. I would never promise you that.
Right.
Okay? But sometimes when we start tapping, initially, you're so blocked that really amazing things can happen. And I'm telling you, we were all blown away and wowed. Because this lady's telling me what's going on. And I said, well, let's use your issue as the tapping target. Okay? Now, there's a really awesome thing that goes on with tapping. Everybody in the room who's tapping, even though it's not their issue, is going to get benefits. Okay?
Yes.
So here we are tapping. Even though it feels like my legs betrayed me. Even though it feels like I have all this fear that my
Yeah.
legs won't hold me.
Right.
Okay? We're tapping, tapping, tapping. It was only 15, 20 minutes of tapping. I said to her, when you go to get up, if you're still having pain, because she said, when I stand up, I have pain, and then it's very unsteady moving around. Said, if you're still having pain, we'll go ahead and tap together. I'll tap with you some one-on-one, see what we can clear. She says, oh, I could try and get up now. I'm like, okay, go ahead, sister. So she goes and stands up, and I said, do you feel pain? She goes, well, it so defies our logic that you're really looking for the pain you usually get.
You
right?
expect it.
So she says, well, I got to move a little bit. She starts moving around the chair and moving out, and she's standing there, and she goes, I don't have any pain.
Wow.
I mean, it was like a hallelujah moment. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
In fact, we both started tearing up.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's just so cool when your physiology responds this quickly.
Absolutely.
To the technique. Okay, again, I would never promise you that. In fact, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a psychologist. This is something you can use in addition to. Stay under your doctor's care. It's between you and him if you come off meds, if you change the program, whatever it is you do. Just glad I got that in there. Okay, so she's now walking. She tells me she used to walk 6 to 8 miles a day.
Oh, wow.
I said, when we get you walking, you'll walk with me because I walk 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is all over the room. The lady that was running the activity for the community and my husband were both standing there looking like, is she allowed to do that? I mean, it was so crazy. And she's standing there. It was so funny because she goes, it's a miracle.
Aww.
Now, what I tell y'all is this, okay? When we don't know how we got the result, it's a miracle.
Right.
When we know how we got the result, it's technology.
That's right.
I teach people this is modern day technology.
Yeah.
For your well-being in body and mind, okay, for clearing the stress and anxiety. So, segue into what we're going to talk about today, and that is giving and receiving. So here I am, and this happens all the time, working with somebody the other day who is a really good giver, not so much on the receiving, okay? Couple things. Stop using the word spend.
Okay.
You don't want to talk about spending money. You
No.
want to talk about circulating money.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Because everything is energy. And if I'm spending it, it goes and it doesn't come back.
Right.
Okay? And this is really about the mental impression.
Yes.
In other words, if you have no hiccup when you say spend, then fine.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
But if you realize that when you spend, you're not getting back,
Uh-huh.
and you're not getting all the abundance you
Uh-huh.
want,
Right.
okay? That means
'Cause
you're
I'm
not in
losing
the
it.
Right.
Right.
So if spend means losing to
Yeah.
you. See, those are the psychological connections we make in our brain when we hear words.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I never thought about it.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love it when even with as much as she and I talk, that you get an aha moment.
Yeah.
Because it really is, you guys, it really is the practice of being aware of what I'm thinking
Yes.
and all of that stuff. Because I even heard Chuck Lofton this morning. I got to tell you, this was crazy. I never do this. Haven't done it in years, let's put it that way. I actually played the live video forecast.
Okay.
He was talking about how today we're supposed to have pretty rough
Yes.
weather later. It could get really dicey. And he says, those of you that have children, this was so awesome. Those of you that have children that get very afraid when it's going to storm, okay?
Yes.
Let them know. Fear, I tell you what, when he said this, I was like, yeah, okay?
Yay, Chuck.
He said, fear is when we don't know how to react or what to do.
Yeah.
It's awareness.
And he
Now
said
they
that for
have-
weather.
He said that for weather, and I was like, yeah, go get him, Chuck. I'm going to
Yeah.
send Chuck the link to this,
Yes.
actually, because it was so amazing,
Yeah.
okay, to go see how we get it in certain ways, but we don't always plug it in everywhere.
Right.
Okay, so here I'm working with somebody the other day, really good giver, not such a great receiver. I said, if I had a really great week, oh, don't be doing that. They're going to hear that. If I had a really great week and I give you $100, okay, and I said I had a really great week, here's $100.
Yeah.
Would you take it? And she sat there for a minute, and I already knew that's a no.
Right.
You know, otherwise you right away you go, yeah.
That sounds great.
Right? Okay. She said no. I said, okay, that's what I thought. I
Right.
said, now let me ask you this. If you took it, would you turn around and spend it all on me? And she goes, yes. And I said, I got you, girl. I know
Right.
you. I know you. Okay? All right. Now, so we went through a whole tapping sequence about circulation is giving and receiving. In
Yes.
other words, you know how good it feels when you give, right? Okay?
I love it.
But when you're not receiving, you just shut down a giver.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and most of us never think of that.
No.
You just gave the gift
Right.
of receiving.
Yes.
Okay?
I'll take whatever you got.
Yeah. So give me your money. That's
Yes.
another thing on abundance, y'all. You're walking around calling it abundance and prosperity. Call it money. Okay? So the only reason you think that calling it money's bad is because somebody told you asking for more money was greedy.
Right.
Oh, did you
Can't be
feel that?
greedy.
Yeah, right. So I tell people all the time, no, I'm tapping for money.
That's-
I
yeah.
like money.
Yeah.
Now, when you're tapping for abundance and money and giving, receiving, okay, you got to start paying attention because it shows up all kinds of ways.
It
I think
does.
I told you either on the last show or on my blog. I can't remember when I did. Maybe it was a live. A couple weeks ago, I went shopping, and in one day, 3 different stops, I saved, what was it, almost
Over
three,
$250.
over $250.
I remember that.
Okay? And
That's
well,
awesome.
isn't that abundance?
Yes.
I mean, whether I save it or somebody hands it to
Yeah.
me, okay, I still got it to use somewhere
Yeah,
else.
exactly.
So, like, you know, stop trying to direct exactly where it comes from. So, what I get a lot of people to do is actually tune into, okay, the idea of how it feels to receive. Because remember, this is called emotional freedom technique.
Yes.
So we're always looking for that negative emotion, okay? Because that's what we're actually clearing from the body.
Okay.
Okay? Now, again, let's go back to the words, because a lot of people want to go, oh, I don't like saying the negative. Y'all are lying. You're saying that negative stuff in your head. Remember that body, the brain thinking enough that now the body thinks? You've got that reaction going on all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
How many of you have talked about the money you're not getting and go, well, that greedy cuss didn't give me the money and they didn't do it,
Right.
and look at them with theirs.
Right.
I've had people say to me multiple times, the only reason rich people have so much money is because they don't share it. Now, that is just not true. There
Right.
are fantastic people that
Yeah.
share their money, and there are people that don't share their money. Somebody was telling me a story last night. I had a guest over for dinner and was telling me the story about somebody who's very, very well-to-do, and what a nasty, snarky cuss they were. And I said, isn't that interesting? So do you see where it's not really about the money, it's about getting this happy.
Yes.
Then when I got this happy, then I'd be like, oh, I love abundance.
Yes.
You see the flower petals behind me? I see that stuff, that way. I see that stuff as abundance. Every flower petal, every leaf, okay.
Beautiful.
That's big stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got 8 minutes left. Let's go do a tapping sequence about giving and receiving.
Yes,
okay.
please.
All right. Can you tell me, is there a word that you get when you think of receive? You're a better receiver, I know that. But you still got some issues. I know you got that.
Receiving, like,
How do you shut down your own flow?
well, I think the probably feeling like what are they gonna want out of me?
Oh, thank you. That is so good. Okay, because that's another thing I teach people is if I take what they're giving me, they now have emotional booty on me.
Right.
Okay, now I owe them.
Right.
Woo!
Or they think I owe them.
So let's say it's not safe to receive. Give me a 0 to 10.
Ooh, like a 7.
Okay, all right. So let's go to the side of the hand. If you haven't done this before, just follow along. And if you have, follow along. There you go. Same rule either way, okay? I know it looks crazy. Just keep doing it. You don't have to understand it, okay?
Right.
So on the side of the hand, we call that karate chop, or side of the hand. You're tapping that. Either side, doesn't matter. Can't do it wrong. Ready? Even though it's not safe for me to receive.
Even though it's not safe for me to receive,
Does anybody feel that in a certain part of their body?
it's always here for me.
Okay. It must be a core belief
It must be a core belief
because I can feel it in my solar plexus.
because I can feel it in my solar
And I
plexus.
deeply and profoundly
And I deeply and profoundly
love and accept myself.
love and accept myself.
And even though it is not safe
And even though it is not safe
for me to receive,
for me to receive,
what are they going to want from me?
what are they going to want from me?
I don't have anything to repay with.
I don't have anything to repay with.
That's not, just so you know, if you're saying that stuff, oh, I can't have that because, just tap. Seriously, you do not want that crappy belief, okay? And even though it's not safe to receive
it's not safe to receive
because I'll feel like I owe them.
because I'll feel like I owe them.
Okay, see now this is, I'm just going to digress for a moment. This is where if you just had a memory come up of somebody you felt you owed or they brought it up to you, you put us on pause, go tell that snarky story while you're tapping, and then you come back, okay?
Yes.
And I deeply and profoundly
And I deeply and profoundly
love and honor myself.
love and honor myself.
Okay, go into the eyebrow, either side, doesn't matter. It's right where the eyebrow starts, people, okay? Not third eye. Everybody wants to go there. Don't do that, right here. It's just not safe to receive.
It's just not safe to receive.
Side of the eye, it's really about the middle of the temple, okay? And you're tapping about 7 or 8 times. It just doesn't feel safe to receive.
It just doesn't feel safe to receive.
Under the eye, feel that bone. It's not safe to receive.
It's not safe to receive.
Under the nose. Okay, here comes my burp. I tell you, crying, burping, all those body function
Yawning.
things. Yawning, sighing. There it is. Oh, I did that again. I'm sorry. It's just not safe to receive.
It's just not safe to receive.
Chin. It's not safe to receive.
It is not safe to receive.
Collarbone. It's going to feel like I owe them.
It's going to feel like I owe them.
Under the arm. I do not need more debt.
I do not need
Okay,
more
I hadn't
debt.
thought about that
Oh.
before. See how they go? Oh, you get that? Man, it's
Maybe
good to
I
be
sent it to you or
Top of
something.
the head. Yeah. Doesn't that make me in debt?
Doesn't that make me in debt?
I'm doing everything I can to be out of debt.
I'm doing everything I can to be out of
Not
debt.
another credit balance.
Not another credit balance.
Under the eye. It's just not safe to receive.
It is just not safe to receive.
Under the nose. I hate owing people.
I hate owing people.
Chin. Now I'm just going to give you another shifter here, okay? Like a lot of people like to complain about, oh, Stephanie, we just had 444 pop up just for you. Okay, do you know how many people walk around saying, oh, I owe taxes this year? And I go, wait. If you didn't have money, you wouldn't owe taxes.
That's right.
So celebrate that you owe
Thank
taxes.
you, taxes.
Yeah, thank you that I owe taxes because you're driving on streets the taxes are paid for. Okay, right here, just not safe to receive.
It's just not safe to receive.
Under the arm, how many people will I owe?
How many people will I owe?
Top of the head, how many entities will I owe?
How many entities will I owe?
Eyebrow, it's not safe to receive.
It is not safe to receive.
Side of the eye, last time
Last time.
They made me feel like I owed them.
They made me feel like I owed them.
Under the eye, like I'm their money slave.
Like I'm their money slave.
Under the nose, I felt like I owed them.
I felt like I owed them.
Maybe they reminded you.
Maybe they reminded you.
Collarbone, it's just not safe to receive.
It's just not safe to receive.
I'd rather owe on my terms.
I'd rather owe on my terms.
By overgiving.
By overgiving.
Eyebrow, I just shut down the giver.
I just shut down the giver.
When I don't receive,
When I don't receive,
happily and joyfully.
happily and joyfully.
No strings attached for me.
No strings attached for me.
I just shut down the giver.
I just shut down the giver.
What if it's good to receive?
What if it's good to receive?
What if receiving creates flow?
What if receiving creates flow?
Top of the head. What if receiving and giving are both good?
What if receiving and giving are both good?
Okay, take a nice breath. We got a few minutes left, so I'm going to hit another one that's a really big one that everybody was taught. Let's go to the side of the hand. I don't even need you to rate it because I know it's in there whether you do or not. Even though they taught me,
Even though they taught me,
it is better to give than receive.
it is better to give than receive.
I deeply and profoundly
I deeply and profoundly
love and honor myself
love and honor myself
and this new awareness
and this new awareness
that has blocked my own abundance.
that has blocked my own abundance.
And even though
they taught me,
it's better to give than receive.
it is better to give than receive.
What if it's not?
What if it's not?
What if one isn't better than another?
What if one isn't better than another?
And I deeply and profoundly
love
myself in this new awareness.
Love myself in this new awareness.
And even though they taught me
such
limitations,
such limitations,
as if one's better than the other,
as if one's better than the other,
giving or receiving.
giving or receiving.
What if I do giving and receiving?
What if I do giving and receiving?
And I deeply and profoundly
love
and honor myself and this new awareness. Eyebrow, this old programming.
This old programming.
Stay on the eyebrow. Better to give than receive.
Better to give than receive.
Side of the eye. This old programming.
This old programming.
Such limitation.
Such limitation.
Under the eye. As if it really is better to give than receive.
As if it really is better to give than receive.
Under the nose. Okay, they shamed me.
They shamed me.
Chin. They shamed me when I received.
They shamed me when I received.
Okay, I don't know who's doing this, but that almost made me feel like crying. Was that you?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay. They shamed me when I received.
They shamed me when I received.
Under the arm. Who wants to feel that?
Who wants to feel
Top
that?
of the head. All that receiving shame.
All that receiving shame.
Eyebrow. What if it's not true?
What if it's not true?
What if I let that crappy belief go?
What if I let that crappy belief go?
What if giving and receiving are flow?
What if giving and receiving are flow?
Under the nose. What if it's good to give and receive?
What if it's good to give and receive?
Chin. And it is.
And it is.
Collarbone. This is probably going to take some practice.
This is probably going to take some practice.
Getting used to this new awareness.
Getting used to this new awareness.
Of the ways I've shut down my flow.
Of the ways I've shut down my flow.
Eyebrow. I am going to practice being a good receiver.
I'm going to practice being a good receiver.
With every breath I take.
With every breath I take.
I am receiving.
I am receiving.
I wouldn't shut that down.
I wouldn't shut that down.
Chin. I'd be dead.
I'd be dead.
Hello. Okay.
No thanks.
You know, I love throwing those fun things in there just to get you to wake up. Giving and receiving.
Giving and receiving.
Under the arm, I'm going to practice being a good receiver.
I'm going to practice being a good receiver.
There are probably opportunities all day long.
There are probably opportunities all day long.
Okay, we're going to just do a minute or two of what I call the power tapping. Here we go. I'm feeling awesome and amazing.
I'm feeling awesome and amazing.
I'm feeling clearer and more abundant.
I'm feeling clearer and more abundant.
I'm really rocking rocking the tapping.
I am really rocking the tapping.
I love releasing limitations.
I love releasing limitations.
I love knowing I'm abundant.
I love knowing I'm abundant.
And all I need to do is tune into it.
And all I need to do is tune into it.
Under the arm. I love how awesome I feel.
I love how awesome I feel.
I love these new awarenesses.
I love these new awarenesses.
Rocking the tapping for me today.
Rocking the tapping for me today.
Letting go of limitation.
Letting go of limitation.
I'm feeling better and gooder.
I'm feeling better and gooder.
Under nose, gooder and better.
Gooder and better.
I'll have more, please.
I'll have more, please.
More for me.
More for me.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
They get to have less if they want.
They get to have less if they want.
I love that everybody gets to choose for themselves.
I love that everyone gets to choose for themselves.
Take a nice big breath. All right, listen to me. I do this in group and I do it one-on-one. I am very reasonably priced for hourly rates. And if you are stuck or blocked, just give me a holler. As long as I can see you. I don't even have to see you, but I like to see you because I can tell by your face when you're lying to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Want to thank Logan Street Signs and Banners again. Yes.
Is that your version of giving and receiving?
That's giving and receiving. You give me money, okay? I give you my time.
That's right.
Did you notice? I'm not charging you for my gift of being me because you don't have enough money, people. That's where that goes. I'm charging you for my time, and up to now you've been getting it really, really cheap. Okay? All right. So, give me a holler if you need me. Go to TAPNGRL.com. Go to Facebook, Tapping Girl Tapping Into You. I'm getting there. Okay? I want to thank my sponsor. Man, it looks like it's just us.
It's not.
The angels are talking. Okay. I want to thank my sponsors again, Noblesville Trophies and Logan Street Signs and Banners in beautiful Noblesville, Indiana. Actually, historic Noblesville.
That's right.
Yeah. So, call them if you need any help with anything. Call them if you need any help with anything. That'll blow up your phone line.
Anything.
Tell them how to find you.
Living Life on Purpose, Facebook, Melissa Mitchell.
Go to Melissa if you need to backdoor me.
That's right.
Because you're afraid to tell me about your snarky issues. She'll tell you how to find me.
That's right.
Do you love that he's left 33 up there? I
Yes.
absolutely adore that. Okay. So anyway, here we go. Until I see y'all next time, people.
Tap it out.
Tap it out, Angel.
Yes, tap it out, Angel.
Tapping into you. See y'all later. Have a fun day.